here. We're playing Farming Simulator 17 on God's Country here on the RDAllen multiplayer server, and joined on the server at the moment by Nick here, and currently harvesting some soybeans. And Nick, I believe, is working on replanting the fields here. He was just saying the fields need to be plowed, so I think he's going to grab a plow here first. Oh, and we just filled up. We'll just drive to the truck here. That'll probably be quicker than trying to get the truck over here. Definitely a nice lime green trailer here. Anyway, just a reminder again, if you'd like to join us on the multiplayer server, anyone is welcome to do so, as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. Information for joining can be found in the description. Realize the reel on this header here is like really low. Like, wow. Pretty sure you'd be breaking something. Well, I guess maybe not quite if you ran it that low, but... Anyway, like I was saying there, if you'd like to join us on the multiplayer server, more than welcome to do so. Information for joining can be found in the description. 2 download links for each server. Server 3 download links can only be found in TeamSpeak. And Server 1 and Server 2 download links can be found in TeamSpeak as well. But first download link should download all the mods needed to join the multiplayer server. And second download link will take you to the server download page. And again, we are playing God's Country here is on Server 2. So if you want to join us on Server 2, make sure you download Server 2 mods. It won't go very well for you if you download Server 1 and try to join Server 2. We do have a few slight mod differences. Try to keep it as similar as possible, but there are a few, obviously, mod differences between Server 1 and Server 2. Namely, of course, the map. That's obviously different. And then, of course, Server 3 is, like, completely different. Server 3 has been our logging map. And then, of course, Server 1 is currently Porta Wets. I can't even say the name of the map. So we'll just leave it at that. Then Server 2 here is God's Country, and Server 3 is Smoky Mountain Logging Map. And, of course, we do ask that you join us on the TeamSpeak server as well. Again, the TeamSpeak server is our voice chat client server. So for those of you not familiar with that, again, that is the little window there on the right-hand side of the screen there of the video. That's the little TeamSpeak window there. And you can see myself and then Nick are on here at the moment. And looks like the herb is up on Server 1. It looks like that's all that's on here at the moment. Again, early morning here. Typically, you can find the most people on the server usually later at night. So, you know, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. At least my time anyway. And that is typically when I'm on as well. So usually 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. That is typically the time I'm on. Recording, that usually happens earlier in the day. Obviously, you know, got to get the video rendered up and done so it can be uploaded. And then typically, again, live streams usually happen later at night as well there. Anyway, we'll read some comments here in a moment. Cody was saying, I love the LED lights. They're so much better than regular old lights. Yes, they do seem to be. I think the main difference probably is they seem to be a lot brighter. Carson was saying for Hobbs Farm, that is a lot of green and yellow, looking good. Yes, that is definitely a lot of green and yellow combines there. Tattoo was saying, great video. Might be cool to see 8 different combines. You know, Case, New Holland, John Deere, and others. The only reason I didn't do that, again, if you're going to set this up, ideally you want to use all the same equipment. That way everything's the same. I mean, yes, it would be cool to see, you know, 8 different combines working on the field. That would be cool. But to keep things simple with course play, you're going to want it all the exact same. And of course, for that, we went with 12 John Deere S680 combines there. Yes, I did say 12 of them. Again, does that remind anybody of another field 13 on another map that we did? Edward was saying on their LED installation video, I laughed so hard when he told the old light to be quiet. Pepsi came out of my nose. Oh, that's funny. Uh-oh. Fail. I'll just put the header back down here, see if we can just kind of push that out of the way a little bit. Nick was asking, where did you get the Peterbilt from? Again, that is another mod that came from the multiplayer server, and unfortunately, as far as I know, it is a private mod. So, again, I do not have a download link for that one, nor do I suspect there is one either. So, unfortunately, that is one you probably can't have. And again, I didn't realize that when I first started using it either. Nahel was asking, can the Farming Simulator steering wheel be used on a laptop? Yes, it certainly can be. Just got to make sure you have 2 USB ports. And if you don't have 2 USB ports, you can always use a splitter as well. Thunderbird Lead was saying, grabs calculator and teaches addition of orbital mechanics. And waits and looks intensely. Wait, we're not doing orbital mechanics? No, we're definitely not doing anything that complicated.
It's so nice to have actual real money.
Oh, real money?
Yeah, I got my bonus check this morning, so.
Oh, nice.
I actually have money today.
Big plans?
I got a couple bills I got to pay. One of them was my computer bill, and the other one was a phone bill. And then, yeah, I got to make a Walmart run.
Bills. That sounds like big plans.
Yeah. You know, it sucks being an adult. I want to go back to being a kid.
Yeah, I was just going to say something like that to all the youngsters watching. Welcome to real life. Okay, we're almost full here again. We might as well just go and dump once we're done with this row here. And looks like we have one more field to be harvested after this yet. And also, for those of you wondering if we really had any goals on this map, not that I'm aware of. Not very often we actually set goals for farming, other than, you know, maybe try to like own all the fields. That's kind of, you know, just a general goal. Not that we reach that very often, but typically we don't really have much for goals other than pretty much just have fun. So that's pretty much the main goal, I guess you could say, on the Farming Simulator servers here. Just have fun on the map. And, you know, of course, obviously, you know, start typically with a little bit smaller equipment, you know, work your way up to the big equipment. Speaking of big equipment, we did take the Big Bud DLC off the server here. So Server 2 no longer has the Big Bud DLC. We figured with the size of this map here, it wasn't needed.
This map, though.
Oh, what's that?
Well, when you're unloading from the Bergman, it tends to keep going even after it's empty.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
And you know about the BGA.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to say about that, if that's intentional or... That worked pretty good with the conveyors then?
Yeah, until we got to the tail end of it, and then we just didn't feel like buying any more conveyors, and we started going in there with with the fork.
Oh yeah, that's probably quicker anyway.
It was until you got the I think we spent more time unsticking the equipment than we did with actually filling up the trucks.
Oh, really? How do you manage to get something stuck in there?
The only way that we came in on it was on the backside, because we still had the conveyors out there in the pit. Because what we were going to try to do, or what my intention was, is to kind of push it down to the conveyors so we can keep them out into the main area so we can pull the trucks up next to it.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Yep.
And every time that we'd do that, it would end up getting a hole, and then we'd end up getting them stuck.
Okay.
Even with the weights on it, it still didn't help. In fact, actually, the weights were more of a hinder than anything else.
Oh yeah, held the back end up.
Yep, she'd scrape against the ground, and that was about it.
Okay.
It had no power to get away from itself. But she's cleaned up, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, I seen that. All the silage was sold already, so...
Yeah, we actually need to take that other bunker and start shipping it back to the farm.
Oh, okay. The chaff or the silage?
The silage, because we use it in the feed mixer.
Oh yeah, that's right. Which is a reminder there, by the way, for those who have not seen this map here, God's Country. It's just a Sosnovka remake. The map layout itself is identical to Sosnovka. For the most part, the biogas plant location has changed, as well as a few additions and removals. But for the most part, exactly the same as Sosnovka, just with a lot more production facilities. And like I said, a lot of the other, like the main farmyard, completely changed around. As well as, you know, the biogas plant is completely different as well. On that field layout, though, pretty much identically the same. I think the only thing I noticed was the field, kind of the field by the cows there. That field is no longer there. That is now greenhouses. Speaking of which, I don't know if we've gotten those going yet, but we probably should give that a try. That'd be kind of cool. I'll have to remember that for next episode here. We can now work on the greenhouses a little bit. Have we gotten the greenhouses going at all?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Not that I'm aware of, anyway.
Are the greenhouses kind of like the built-in ones where they just sell automatically, or do they produce pallets of goods?
It almost looks like they developed the pallets.
Okay, that's what I was thinking as well. I wasn't sure, though. So yeah, like I said, maybe we'll have to work on that next episode then. That'll definitely be something good if somebody hasn't gotten it going already anyway. Oh, and we are full again. Okay. Well, let's see what's here. Looks like the truck here is 51% full. 61,745 liters of soybeans here. Anyway, back to the comments there. Jeffrey posted a link there for Farming Simulator 15 Oklahoma map. First harvest on field 13. We're using 12 combines on that one as well. And yes, that was definitely a bit of fun. Adam was suggesting the Crossroads map. And yes, so far definitely have a couple of good map suggestions here for the next map for single player. Again, this will be single player, so nothing here with the multiplayer service, just single player. Possibly looking at Missouri River Bottoms. That definitely seems like a good one, although a bit of a big map. I'm not sure I want to do a 4X map single player. That does get to be a lot of work. Then there's Lone Star, which is kind of a Texas remake. That looked like a halfway decent map as well. I think that was standard size. And then there's a bunch of other maps as well. Those are kind of the two that stood out to me at this point, though, the Lone Star and Missouri River Bottoms. Lone Star is Seasons mod ready, so that is definitely good. Definitely looking for a map, preferably that is Seasons mod. And with that being said, too, if we're going to do the Seasons mod again, I don't know that I want to do a large map. You know, if we're going to do the Seasons mod, actually a smaller map might be better. Connor was asking, what are the trailers that with your logo on it called? Those are the Kentucky Farmer US trailers. And if you just download the regular trailers, they just come, I don't know if there's any logo on them at all. Again, the trailer pack that I have, somebody modified for me to have that logo on it, and then they sent it to me. So no, I don't have download links for it, unfortunately. TNT was saying, how about a Big Tony's map? That's actually not a map I've heard about in a while. Stinger was saying, nice video. Thank you very much for that. Ian was saying, when I saw the title of this video, I immediately thought to myself, it's Oklahoma all over again. Well, I don't know if we'll be getting as carried away as Oklahoma, because like I said, again, we'll be wrapping up Hobbs Farm once we finish harvesting that field. But it might sort of be that way, yes. Sarah was saying, great video. Thank you very much for that. Maxwell was saying, if I download all the mods, can I play on the server? Yes, you can. And again, download links for the mods for the server can be found in the description. And then there is also a mod list. Now, you don't have to download everything in the mod list to join the server. You don't have to have all those downloaded. You just have to have, I think there's like between 80 and 90 mods on the server. And I know a lot of people say, wow, that's a lot. No, it's actually really not that many mods. Not when you get right down to it. But yes, there's somewhere between 80 and 90 mods. And again, you can just use the download all link. It will download all the mods needed to join that server. So again, you download server 1. That will allow you to join server 1. You download server 2, and you can join server 2. And of course, if you want to join us on the logging server, download server 3 mods. And then you can join on that server as well. Okay, moving on to the next field here. Ian was asking, couldn't you set up courseplay for the Terrafellas and drive the first truck and put follow me on the other truck?
I take that back, Randy. Somebody has started it out.
Oh, the greenhouses?
Yeah, if you come over to where I'm at in this red barn, there's actually a pallet sitting in here of cauliflower.
Ew, cauliflower. Oh yeah, sure enough. So somebody did get at least the cauliflower going anyway. Or is that cauliflower?
It used to look like it.
Oh yeah, it does look like it. Yep, if you look from the top.
I don't know what's in German, so who knows?
Go run over to the greenhouses here, just take a look once. You know, what's what we have over here. Feed M and feed C. Interesting. I wonder what that actually is. Oh, we got compost. Oh, compost and manure probably. Okay, I got you. So yes, we need feed M, which is probably manure. Feed C, which is compost. Looks like that's what they actually all need, probably. Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay, so this one does have feed M and feed C again, compost and manure. I wonder if it's actually differentiated as to what manure actually is there. That one's got a little bit of compost in it, but not much. Anyway, back to harvesting here. Yeah, the cauliflower one's the only one that actually has something in it.
The War of the John Deeres.
Anyway, back to Ian's question there. I don't think you could set up courseplay for the Terrafellis. I don't believe. Not to load up the sugar beets anyway, not that I know of. And as far as being able to put it on Follow Me as well, I don't know if Follow Me would stop and actually load up. I'm not sure on that.
I don't know who started it up, but apparently somebody did.
Yeah, it looks like somebody filled them all up with water. Now they just need manure and compost. Judd was saying for Hobbs Farm, you should harvest all your crops and then sell all the equipment. I think we'll have all the crops harvested. I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure we'll have them all harvested here once we're done. As far as selling all the equipment, I'm probably not going to bother taking the time to do that. General was saying, how do I fix this? I don't have a mods folder, which is kind of weird. If you don't have a mods folder, try starting the game for the first time. Kane was suggesting the Lone Star map. Again, that is one of the maps I am looking at, so might be a possibility there. Trenton was saying you should try that Bergman. It takes sugar beets on the courseplay course. And we actually did try that, by the way, for those who watched the entire sugar beet harvesting escapade there on Hobbs Farm. We did try the Bergman, at least for unloading on the ground. It also, unfortunately, didn't really work, which is kind of too bad, but oh well.
Yeah, I'm getting me a load of charcoal.
Charcoal? What are we doing with that?
That's about what this compost looks like, is charcoal.
Oh, yeah, okay, yep. I was going to say, I didn't think we had that on the map.
No, we don't have it, but it just looks like charcoal, like it's crushed charcoal.
Just looking here, didn't seem like the yield was very high on this field, but I guess we're doing okay. Zane was saying as a guy who's pulled a 40, 50, and 60-foot implements, 80-foot is freaking big. Talking about the Big Bud planter there. He was also asking why do they put the seed tank behind the drill? Why pull it behind rather than in front? Seems like you just make a nice compaction trail over the seed you just planted.
I'm wondering about something.
Yeah, that's a good point Zane brings up there. Pulling the tank behind the seeder, it would obviously compact the seed you just planted. I'm assuming the reason they do this is to keep the wider seeder closer to the tractor.
But I'm thinking that if you put compost in that, where it says compost over there at the where it makes it, that you might actually be able to do like Miracle Grow or something like that. You know, they bag it up, and then you can probably sell it at the store.
Oh, okay. That could be. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure even what all the production facilities on this map actually do. I know what some of them are, but... Yes, anyway, back to Zane's comment there. Like I said, the only reason I could think of would be to keep the implement closer to the tractor, the actual seeder portion of the seeder. Otherwise, yes, if you had the tank in front of the seeder, that would put the seeder quite a ways back, probably make it a little bit more interesting for turning, I would assume. That's my only assumption there. And besides, too, when you think about compaction, it's going to compact it in front of the seeder then. I mean, is that any worse than compacting it behind the seeder? I guess it all depends on how you look at it. Jared was saying Hobbs Farm 2.0 has been released. So yes, for those of you looking for Hobbs Farm, Hobbs 2.0 has been released. I don't entirely know what has all changed on it exactly. I think they added some production facilities. The pigs, as far as I know, have moved up by the cows and sheep. According to what we were saying on the live stream there last night, sounds like that area's gotten a bit crowded. And for those who want to know, I do not intend on updating to a Hobbs Farm 2.0. My understanding as well, it does require a new save game. So you do have to start a new save game if you want to go to Hobbs Farm 2.0. At least that's my understanding anyway. And again, like I said, we're almost done with Hobbs Farm, so I don't intend on updating to Hobbs 2.0. But for those who want to play on Hobbs Farm, definitely check out the 2.0 version. Sounds like they fixed a bunch of problems with it. Bunkers have been fixed, added some additional stuff. Like I said, the pigs have been moved as well.
I think it's time for some more tree cutting.
Hayden was saying you should do Oklahoma. The Oklahoma map, and a couple other people suggested this as well. Oklahoma has not been released yet, to my knowledge. Time for some tree cutting, eh?
Yeah, you got the corner of the plow.
Oh yeah, yeah, along this along these fields here. Well, folks, with that, I think we'll wrap up the episode here. If folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and till next time.
I got you, Randy.